What up, it's ReeCee Raps. What up, it's the artist formerly known as ReeCee Raps. I'm now ReeCee World or Shauna ReeCee, and welcome to my channel where indies take back control of their creativity, career, and their catalog. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I got my first feature on Voisey. So if you remember my last video about Voisey, I only had 74 followers. I had never had a feature. And I was posting consistently. Not really. I wasn't really posting consistently, but I used the tips from that video that I got from Voisey to actually apply and actually eventually get my first feature. So when I did get my first feature, when I posted this video, I had 100 followers. So mind you, I had 100 followers when I posted this video. So it wasn't because I had a lot of followers that I got a feature, because that wasn't the case. Well, I don't know how they seen my feature. I think it's because of the engagement underneath the post. So number one, if your post has a lot of engagement, it's definitely gonna raise the radar on you a little bit. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story time about what happened, how that feature came about. I'm gonna show y'all the feature. We're gonna analyze it and see exactly why I got that feature. Like, I was putting out stuff, like I did a couple challenges, like I did the Woder challenge, I did this wave challenge with Voisey, and it got a lot of engagement, but it did not get picked up on the feature page. I was just rapping in front of a camera, basically. Woder challenge, my eyes was like closed the whole time. Like, I had just learned the rap, and it was hard for me to focus on like looking at the camera and doing the rap, so I just closed my eyes. But that Woder challenge is my most popular video that did not get featured to this day, because I think it got like 130 likes now. But that's because once I started getting traction to my page, they were going back to the other videos and saw that video. That was one of the last videos I posted before I posted this new video. Basically, challenges were my way to get in the door to start getting featured, because challenges, they're looking to feature more people that are jumping on challenges, so more people jump on and that boosts engagement in the app, whatever. So I did the Woder challenge, that didn't work. The wave challenge, that didn't work, but still good content. So this challenge was basically with Manny Paxawal. So he left open two little, I think like 4 bars or whatever. He rapped 4 bars and left it open, but he was going from screen to screen. And I'm gonna show y'all this video so you're gonna see. He was going from screen to screen. He picked up a drink in one of the screens and picked it up in the other screen. So he was being creative with what he did. And he came up and he was like, tag whatever rapper, and said rappers jump on this. So a bunch of people first who jumped on it was Voisey. And Voisey actually went over and grabbed and picked up a drink over in the other screen too. So it was really cool, because I don't think the Voisey community had seen that at that point, that somebody, like the person doing the collab, they actually is interacting and bringing that same type of creativity that the starter of the collab did. So Voisey's doing that, but it was like, because it was so new, they weren't even worried about like matching it up or nothing. So he was kind of like, y'all gotta, I might put that in there too, but y'all check out Voisey's page and check out that beat, and just, it should be the top video underneath that beat, and basically killed it, whatever. My first tip is that there's no rush. Make sure you get the challenge right. There's no rush. If you're gonna do the challenge well, it's still gonna be around. You're going to get the opportunity to be featured. So don't feel rushed to get a challenge out right when it starts, because the challenges on this app go for like weeks at a time, literally. So if you keep coming with that heat, then you'll be fine. There's still people doing a chop it up challenge to this day, but I haven't seen them featured in a while. But as long as the challenge is like in that trending kind of, like, I think it took me like a few days to actually get mine done. I think it took me like 2 days. And I was like, should I even hop on this? Because so many people were hopping on it. But nobody did quite what I did, and that's how I got featured. So the other people that were hopping on the challenge, they were also picking up drinks a lot of the times in the other screens, or being somewhat creative. Like Jerry from Gary, shout out to him. He had the teddy bear head and he took it off. So like, and he came from the back seat. So he was being creative. Everybody was being creative in their own way. But I seen something that nobody else did. Before I even get into how I was gonna play out the video, my process with this video wasn't to think of the video first. I did not have the video in mind. But I was like, let me get a really good rap to start with. So it took me hours to write that, and I was just like sitting on it. Should I do this? Should I not do it? And I was like, no, I gotta force myself to finish this rap. So the rap was dope. It went with like I believe it went with what he was saying, so it was like going off of what he was saying. It wasn't just he rapped his part and then I rapped my part. I was responding to what he was saying. So that was the first thing. It was interactive. The collab was interactive to what he was talking about. So that was the first thing. The second thing is that when I finished the rap and I finally got it down, and it was like early, like 5 a.m. type shit, and I started trying to do the video. But no, before that, I was like, I literally sat here in front of my tripod and I was like, how am I going to do this video to be more creative than all these people that already jumped on this before me that I seen on the feature page? I seen like 4 people on the feature page like that from this collab with Manny. And I was like, so how do I do it in a way that is like no other? And I was brainstorming different ideas. I remember thinking wanted to dig in somewhere and be somewhere else. But the first ideas were just like, I wanted to do something with the other screens. But then I was like, I could do you one better and actually interact with his raps through what I was doing. So what I decided to do was, in his rap, you'll hear, first he's doing his first part. And I was like, I want to look very uninterested, but I want to also have that whole thing where I can reach over into the other screen. So I was just eating grapes. I was like, I'm going to eat these grapes. I'm going to look very uninterested while he's rapping. In the other screen, I'm going to lay the grapes down. And let me tell y'all, that arm, it was golden. I couldn't believe how good it turned out because it really looked like I laid the grapes down in one take. And you got to be on the app to kind of understand what I'm talking about, or you got to just watch the video, which I'm going to put at the end of this video. So I looked very uninterested. I was eating grapes and I set the grapes down. I was like, okay, I'm going to set the grapes down right now. And then I'm going to go and rap my first part. And then when he starts his second verse, after my verse, he starts it like bang, 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 goes the gun, bang, 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 better run. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually interact with these lyrics. And I'm gonna throw my headphones into the other screen and run like they actually shooting and duck under the table. And I was like, then I'm gonna come through the table on the other side to rap on the other screen and actually do my rap after from coming back under the table like I'm unfazed and I'm unscathed and stuff like that. It was just super creative because I actually interacted with his lyrics. Nobody else ran when he shot, when he said better run. They was just kind of like, Vontae was still like dancing and shit. But like, it just was very interactive. It looked like it went together. We could have planned that out together and it would have been perfect. So, and it ended up getting featured. So E ended up commenting on it and they featured it and it actually went up. That's my most popular video to date. It was my first one and I ended up getting like 500 followers damn near after that. No, I got like 300 followers and I got featured again and then I ended up getting like 500 after that. This was actually a couple days after I filmed that last video I did on Voisey. So what was so different about mine, it got a lot of comments because of that, because everybody was commenting on it because it was just so, they had kept seeing that challenge, but mine was just so different, the fact that I actually was interacting with the lyrics. So I just challenge you to, whenever you do a challenge, if somebody has a theme going on, shout out to Mandy. She had that video game challenge and Manny jumped on that and he actually was a video game character and he actually kept with the theme. Like, I challenged you to actually be creative and at least match the theme of whatever the person is doing so you could possibly get featured. Because I've heard people kind of jump on some of my stuff too and it's just not in theme. So it's great, but it's not in theme, so they may not get featured. That's how I got my first feature on Voisey. I'm very grateful because after you get your first feature on Voisey, I like to think you're on a radar in a way to where you can keep getting featured as long as you come with a certain quality of video, because at that point now Voisey's following me. Now the other creators of Voisey is following me now when I only had 100 followers and I had to kind of break through to even get recognition. So now today I think I have about 7 features. I'm not exactly sure. I should have double checked that. Maybe I'll correct this if I'm wrong. But so I'll tell you about how I got some of my other features, or just have a video with all my features in one video and kind of analyzing them on how I got featured. But I don't get featured like for my normal stuff that I just do. I gotta do a little more to get featured, and that's okay because it pushes me to be more creative, and I really end up loving the video because it ends up like a work of art. So even though it takes me 60 million tries, and I promise you it does, it took me so long. I tried to do it that night and I was up till like 6 a.m. trying to do it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just handle it tomorrow. I went to sleep, woke up the next day like, yo, it took me a long time to do that, but at the same time, that's one of my favorite videos. It's one of the creators' favorite videos. So it's a video that will go down in Voisey history, I like to think, because it's so dope. It's so creative. And you just gotta think outside the box with a lot of stuff to really break through. So that's what I did. Let me know what your first feature was, or what you're hoping to do to get your first feature on Voisey, or if you even care about getting a feature, because it's all about the music at the end of the day. So even if you don't get featured, it doesn't matter. Look at that guy Craig. He's top 5 user and he has never had a feature, and he just does him, and he has a very strong support system. So make sure y'all follow him. And it's just a lot of stuff. So make sure y'all follow me as well at ReeCee Raps. And I think to date I have 1,100 followers. So it's been like fast growth. I'm not like the fastest growth, but I am growing, and just the more consistency you bring, the more you can get featured. The more creativity you bring, the more you get featured. So you definitely got to stand out the box, because when they have millions of videos being posted, how are you going to stand apart from the rest of the crowd? And that challenge might be your way in, because of the fact that it already has some type of radar on that challenge, but you got to stick out and rise to the top on that challenge.
Young boy grew up on the south side, talking about Carolina, that's south side, where everybody had a hammer and they spitting country grammar. If you threatening the family, yeah, that's right. But I was never really banging, cause my cousins always had me. I ain't really had to worry about the thug life, but I still keep a kill around me, so you better run up on me, cause I'm letting you know, man, that's your life.
That's your life and that's your choices. Put a nigga in the air, knock them out his forces. Y'all jabbing and shucking, I ain't talking oysters. I'm knocking up you bucking, better hold your horses. I'm taking the torch, jumped off the porch. Want all the smoke, I'm not talking about ports. Best school your jets, so place all your bets. Then run me my check, nigga, you ain't no threat.
Bang, bang, bang goes the gun. Bang, 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 better run. Bang, bang, bang goes your heart when we busted through the door, swinging the 4-4, screaming to get on the floor. Why you getting scared now? I thought that you wanted more. I thought that you was the type of dude that settled the score. But was it just all hype? Was you on that white? I guess that you was a lie, and I can't figure out why, but that's your life.
Pow, pow, pow to your brain. If you taking shots, then you better get some aim. Put him in the game, but your mans can't hang. He ain't got the picture, he ain't even got the frame. He ain't got the skill or the drive, so don't be surprised, cause he wouldn't see the prize if it looked him in his eyes. So I served him on a platter like he's order number 5. And life is a bitch, but eventually you die.
Thank you so much for tuning in to ReeCee's World. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let me know what you liked about the video. And we're going to have more videos about Voisey and other stuff to help you take back control of your creativity, your career, and your catalog. So I appreciate you guys. You have a good one.